his control over his use of like vocal compression is like really nice.
So for the people, let's talk about vocal compression.
Yes, thank you. It's my brain. Oh, everybody knows what
Everybody
that is.
knows that.
Everybody understands. Like the sensation of like rasp or vocal fry when you get the kind of sound of like a frog being your throat, like.
Hello, Renegades. Nikki here, and I have a very special guest. This is my vocal coach, Sal. Sal is phenomenal, amazing, the best decision I've made the last few months, and so excited to have Sal on the channel. Please tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Yes. So I am a vocal coach. I teach predominantly voice lessons, but I also teach a little bit of songwriting, some piano, just centering Black and queer art as the foundation of music literacy and performance. And right now we're currently going through Little Black History Month series. Oh, they're going to play. Hello.
Dora's here. Dora's here trying to cause mischief. So if there's interruptions, it's the cat.
It's Robbie of my babies. But yeah, just going through some Black history and talking through the full spectrum of it, which is great.
Yes, and where can people find your information? In the description below.
Always.
Please follow Sel on all the things. And I know that great tips come out of your social, like you give so much information and guidance. Seriously, the best vocal coach I could have ever found, and you would not go wrong contacting Sel. So with that being said, Sel has seen High Ren, so we're not doing High Ren today. Sorry to disappoint, but we have done Chinchilla and Ren, Chalk Out Lines, and How to Be Me. And I'm super excited to show Sel another side of Ren. This is going to be back on 74, Message in a Bottle. This is one of the more popular ones that I've reacted to on my channel.
Okay.
And I think it's because this is where Ren seems a little saucier. And then I was just like, wow, I didn't know. Okay. So it's a lot of fun for me. And I think you'd enjoy it too. Okay. So without further ado, Ren, back on 74, Message in a Bottle.
Don't change what I think now. People are talking about the same ground, but we don't hop when it rains down. I learned my lesson at the same time. Ooh, where did it go? Back on you. Call this place my home. Never gonna cry anymore. Where did it go? Let it go. Let's take 'em back to 1714, inherently poor, myself on the
Breakdown.
talk is secondary, first my specialty, naughty bars on a
Take down.
rap like nicotine, sound so addicting, click, click, zippo, flip, caddy, daddy, hit the green, soak up dopamine, I mean dope scheme, take more head than the blade of a guillotine, Filipina, you should have seen her, she likes girls but I turn Tina, Angelina, wanna raid her tomb, ocarina, with the Zelda moves, sound so smooth, wax strip groove, don't stay still, wanna make that move, thought for food, colour scheme nude, massive like jungle, shy but rude, and the world is yours, that's a Nas shout out with an awkward pause. Cause the world is flawed when the power makes money and the money makes wars. And the world is more than a place in space on a spinning ball. And for now that's all, back to 1974. Back on 74. Call this place my home. Never gonna cry anymore. Where did it all go? Just a lonely day, an island lost at sea. Another castaway, nobody here but me. More loneliness than any man could bear. Rescue me before I fall into despair. Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Message in the bottle, yeah. Message in the bottle, yeah.
Absolutely,
Isn't that great?
yes.
So many, like, just so much color, like, as far as like the different vocals and, his little rap scheme in there. That's definitely his rap scheme. I had to hear the original Jungle song to realize that was not part of their song. Yeah, and then the higher register and the lower register and all those things.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I love his control. He's done this in a lot of the videos that we've watched so far, but like his control over his use of like vocal compression is like really nice.
It's for the people. Let's talk about vocal compression.
Yes, thank you. It's my brain. Oh, everybody knows what
Everybody
that is.
knows that.
Everybody understands. Like the sensation of like rasp or vocal fry when you get the kind of sound of like a frog being your throat, like and that kind of scratchiness. That comes from the kind of spectrum of going from a whisper over to a full compressed sound. But I love his use of that because it's very it helps him to make the cross up into the higher area of his voice, which I kind of talk about it before with students, but it's a way that you can get up to some higher notes and bring some power without having to push as hard. And so you're not necessarily making your voice big and loud and like you're almost punching your top note. You're just
Right.
kind of letting the voice drift up, but it's carrying that extra little bit of texture to bring that kind of power that you're searching for.
Wow, I never thought of it that way. Like I always knew the emotional relevance of making that vocal fry or rasp in your voice at certain key points in a song, but I never thought about the fact that it can help carry your voice up to the higher
Yeah,
register.
yeah, because he does it a lot whenever he's moving up into kind of that full mix area where he's not quite going all the way into his head voice. He's kind of keeping it more on the chest dominant side. But then when he does decide to take it up into the head voice, you hear kind of more at the beginning of this piece where he's getting in like, "Eh, na, 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 na," and it's the very like, again, like very textured, very raspy, like that kind of friction in the voice sound
Mm-hmm.
that again is making it sound like, oh, you're like pushing, you're punching here, you're giving a lot, when it's like, no, I'm just chilling. Like,
Yeah, yeah. It's almost like I think as a misconception of mine a lot of times when singing is like, oh, I should not have any phlegm, I should not have any texture in there.
yeah.
It should be clean. That's when you're warmed up and all of that. And I noticed with Ren, it's almost like it's not clean on
Uh-huh.
purpose because more stuff is happening there.
Right, right. And trying to make sure that we're keeping the essentially like the integrity of the song and the integrity of like what the song is asking and calling for
Mm-hmm.
is more important than like perfect technique.
That part.
Yeah.
That part. I think that's one of the things I love most about a lot of modern pop stars. You know, not necessarily like the really polished ones, but even like the Chappell Roans and stuff like that.
Mhm.
It's like, it's not so much that it's perfect, it's that it has so many layers of technique and
Mhm.
sound and resonance and all of that in it that it feels so much more like so much more depth
Mhm.
comes through
Yeah.
than just clarity,
Yeah.
you know?
Which I love like about our point in music history right now, where we're at this really interesting combination of technology where we've reached the ability to have one person see the exact same thing in multiple different ways,
Mhm.
layer that with itself,
Mhm.
and that in and of itself is its own kind of like emotional state.
Right.
Um, like for example, if you're in the studio and you're layering things, you may whisper, you may shout, you may say it calmly, you may like say it very enunciated. Like there's so many different times or takes that you can do the same lyric,
Mhm.
and layering that together then creates its own like life.
Mm.
And I feel like, yeah, to your point, like there are a lot of artists right now that are like implementing a lot of like
Yeah.
techniques and layering and like how do you
Mhm.
get particular sounds and particular tones, and it really is cool what we're able to do right now.
Yeah, I agree. Ah, okay. Is there any point you want to go back to or point out? Because I know
Yes.
there's a lot in
So yeah, there's a lot.
there.
So he also has done this in some of the other videos that we watched, but I want to go back to, I think it's right before the rap that he does. Actually, yes, it's
Right about
right there.
here?
Yeah, because I remember this like a flash.
Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go.
Okay, so I've said this to students before that your your improvisation can be rehearsed.
Mm.
And I'm hearing where there's like certain aspects of like how he's developing or chewing on what do I want to do at this moment,
Mhm.
what I want to like accomplish with like this kind of open space that I have in before the solo, right?
Mhm.
And you can hear how he's kind of cycling through which particular version of when I've rehearsed this,
Mhm.
which one do I want to go with? And
Mm.
his brain is doing, or I should say his voice is doing, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Like you're kind of hearing those like ever so slight changes
Yeah.
in like, okay, let's try that one. Okay, we did that one. Let's try this next one. Okay, what about this next one? And then it like seamlessly takes us into a solo where we've already got a little bit of improvisation,
Mhm.
but then it starts to develop into, okay, now let's transition that improvisation to an instrument. And it's like a very
Yes.
nice little like
Ah,
smooth little switch.
good point. I have seen a lot of his BTS in preparation for performances and videos, and he does like rehearse the hell
Mhm,
out of his pieces a lot of times. And he also used to be a busker, so like,
mhm.
you know, he's used to just being on the
Yeah.
fly and having to do it, and so he knows all the different things he can do
Mhm.
with a lyric and
Yeah.
with this with the improv. So I'm glad you pointed that out because it seems to be true from what I've seen
Yeah.
of how he prepares.
And I feel like a lot of people, like I know even for myself, like when I've created music in the past and technically creating music now, that's not public yet.
Things are coming. Things are improving.
Um, like you kind of have a list of different techniques or different sounds or different runs that you typically do that you've rehearsed a lot,
Mhm.
and that's a part of how you develop your own sound. Like that's how you start to create your own voice.
Mhm.
Is that there are just certain things that you kind of gravitate towards when you are doing an improvisational section, that it's like that then becomes how you approach all of your music. And so
Wow.
there's different ways that you can kind of like resolve something like a line that you're doing with your voice.
Yeah.
And again, like for him, like I could hear where he more so will go towards a higher note and let it fall and drift into the to the ether.
Mm-hmm.
But like at the end when he does let it go, and it kind of just like slowly fades away as opposed to like a clean stop, a clean start. Or some people like will do a run at the end, or like there's so many different, you know, things. So going back to your idea or your point about him busking, his history has taught him like, yeah, there's so many things I could do. Like
Yeah.
there's so many different ways I can approach this
Yeah.
section. There's so many things I could do. And
Wow.
yeah.
So that reminds me, and this is a little side, it's not really that relevant, but it is a similar thing in modeling. So, you know, I don't know if my viewers know, but I've been modeling for 2 decades.
Yeah.
Thank you. And the thing with modeling, and a lot of times when I have new students who want to work with me on that, they want to know what the poses are. Like, oh, can you teach me how to pose? Can you teach me how to pose?
Me.
Right. Well, and the thing is, and this is the truth of the matter, is there's less posing and it's more movement.
Yeah.
And so the more you look at yourself practice in a mirror and you naturally move, the more you'll start having signature movements that then become your signature style of modeling, and you don't even have to think about it
Yeah.
anymore. So like I'm the like laughing, moving kind of, you know, model. And so a lot of my images will look similar because
Yeah.
and
You've
that's what I
just
get
done
booked
it
for.
enough times.
Yeah. And so I think it's like a muscle memory,
Yeah.
which I think is happening there with a lot of his technique as well. So
I agree.
love that. Was there anything else you wanted to touch upon in this?
Yes. Can you also go back to
Some of the improv.
I think yeah, it was a little bit before.
Let's
Yes, try
try
there.
About the same ground, but we don't have
Actually, wait, no. It's at the end. It's
At the end?
Yep. When yeah, try there.
Let's try that.
another cast away. Nobody here but me.
Keep going.
Oh,
Yeah.
more loneliness than any man could bear. Rescue me before I fall. Sending out an SOS.
So you will hear, you can pause it before you can hear in the background vocalists how they're going to start shifting the way they're saying the word go because they're getting ready again to go into this more kind of like free flowing, you know, section. And we want the diversity of voices. Throughout this whole song,
Yeah.
they've been a lot more locked in about this is how we're going to say each word. We're going to make sure that we sound like one singular voice. But they're going into this end section where it should feel a lot more expansive. It should sound more like there's just multiple voices all
Yeah.
going at the same time.
Yeah.
And so they're starting with let it go, and you hear the and then it slowly starts shifting into like they just kind of pronounce it how
Yeah.
they would more naturally pronounce it.
Right.
And it's really, really cool.
And I think that gives him the space then to play with it in his way
Right.
so that it doesn't all sound the same.
Exactly.
Right. Because then he changes his pitch completely,
Yep.
which is also, I like his lower register as well.
Sending out an SOS. Message in the bottle, yeah.
Let it go. Yeah, I hear it.
Message in the bottle, yeah.
And like the slow, the subtle shift from like go to go, and like those small little things, I'd say it all the time. This tiniest little difference will make the biggest change in your voice.
Same
Be
thing with
mindful.
modeling.
Be mindful.
Little angle is a different pose. Hey.
Yes.
Yes, and even there's more breath in some of the goes too. I hear the difference in that, and then we had a little run in one of them. Yeah, good ear, goodness. I didn't even notice that the first time. I just noticed it like was an expansive sound, but I didn't hear all the little details.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, this concludes our watch of Ren back on 74 Message in a Bottle. Please go to description, follow Cell on all of the things. There's some exciting stuff coming out soon, so you definitely want to be included in all of that. Also, please like, subscribe, comment, do all the YouTube things. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee and support the channel, please do. There's a link in the description below. No pressure, no membership. Just if you feel like doing it, I can buy some coffee. So
It would be nice.
thank you so much. Until next time, take care of yourselves.